You know when you're scrolling through YouTube and you see those super gentle, animated kids songs, the ones with millions, sometimes even hundreds of millions of views? It feels like they just appear out of nowhere and completely capture the attention of little kids everywhere. So let's get into it. What is going on here? What makes this kind of positive content just so incredibly successful?
Is it just a total fluke, a lucky break with the algorithm? Or, and this is what we're going to explore, is there an actual repeatable formula, a blueprint that creators can follow to make something that connects this deeply? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. All right, here's the plan. We'll start with the core formula, then we'll deconstruct why it's so magical. We'll get into the look and feel, map out the story structure, talk about packaging it for success, and then, get you ready to create your own. It's the whole blueprint, A to Z.
Okay, let's dive right into the heart of it. We are basically reverse engineering a style of content that has proven to be, well, massively effective. And you know what? It all starts with a very simple but really powerful emotional recipe.
This right here, this is the foundation. It's so simple, but it is profoundly effective. You start with a tiny, relatable problem, like a cold little bird. You bring in a caring child as the hero, then you root the solution in a positive value. You show the happy recovery, and you end on a really gentle note. This little structure is the emotional engine for the entire video.
So we know what the formula is, but the big question is, why does it work so well for young children? Let's deconstruct the psychology behind it, because this isn't random. It is absolutely by design.
First thing, and this is huge, it is short. We're talking 30 to 45 seconds, tops. That is perfectly designed for a young kid's attention span. It delivers a whole complete story before they even have a chance to look away. And the story itself? It couldn't be simpler. You've got one kid, one animal, one little problem, and one clear solution. That means there's no cognitive overload. A 2-year-old can follow the entire thing from start to finish without getting lost. Next up, you've got the power of music and repetition. That simple repeated chorus, it works like a little memory hook. And for early childhood development, that is an absolutely crucial tool for learning. It's catchy, it's comforting, and it makes that core message really stick. And finally, it's built around a clear, positive value, like kindness or being grateful. Parents absolutely love this because it's not just mindless entertainment. It's gentle character education. It models good, pro-social behavior in a way that kids can easily understand and even start to imitate. Okay, so we've got the psychology. Let's shift gears and talk about the visuals. How do you actually build this gentle, inviting world? Let's talk about the practical side of things, the aesthetic. Now, this isn't just some description I came up with. This is literally a prompt you could feed into an AI art generator. And it just goes to show how incredibly defined this visual language is. It lays out everything, the colors, the shapes, the lighting, the character, to create a consistent, warm, and safe feeling. And boom, here's what you get. The prompt we just read turns directly into an image just like this one. It's a straight line from the idea on paper to the final, super appealing product you see on screen. So here's the key takeaway for you. You can totally adopt this style guide. These are the reusable parts that define the whole genre. The short length, the kid and animal combo, the pastel colors, the gentle pacing, the simple song, the core value, and that happy, calm ending. All right, now for what I think is the most important part, structuring the story. This isn't just about what happens. It's about the emotional timing, when it happens. This is the heartbeat of the entire video. Just look at the structure. It's a 6-part emotional journey, all packed into less than a minute. You hook them with a small problem, you set up the act of kindness, you have that core care moment where the value shines, then you show the positive recovery, you loop the pure joy that follows, and you end on a soft, grateful note. Every single second is engineered to move that emotional story forward. And here's exactly how that structure turns into a real script. These super simple, repetitive lyrics, they cover the hook and the setup from that last slide perfectly. We see the cute animal, we see the problem, it's cold, and we know our hero, Yusuf, is on the scene. The story's already in motion. Okay, great. You've made a beautiful, gentle, heartwarming animation. Now what? How do you make sure people actually see it? Because let's be real, creating the video is only half the job. Now you've got to package it so it can succeed. Your thumbnail is your front door, and for this genre, the formula is super specific. You need a big-eyed, expressive child character. You need that cute animal right up front. Use bright, inviting colors like pastel yellows and blues, and keep the text to a maximum of like 2 to 4 big, readable words. It's got to pop on a tiny phone screen.
And of course, you need the right search engine optimization, the SEO. Your title needs to be descriptive. Yusuf helped a tiny bird, for example. The description should spell out the values inside the video, and your hashtags need to target the exact audience you're trying to reach, like hashtag Islamic kids or hashtag Muslim kids songs. All right, we have covered the why, the what, and the how. So let's bring it all together into one final actionable blueprint so you can get started creating. Here it is, your 5-step workflow. Start by writing your own original lyrics that fit that emotional rhythm we talked about. Then, generate or draw art that matches. Record a simple song or narration. Animate it gently. Then, add your subtitles and upload it using that packaging formula. It's a clear, straightforward process. Now listen up, because this is probably the most crucial point of this whole thing. The goal here is to be inspired, not to clone. Recreate the format, the gentle energy, the story structure. Yes, absolutely. But do not copy the exact lyrics, melodies, character designs, or branding. Make it your own. That is the absolute key to creating ethically and building something that lasts. So we've given you the complete blueprint. You have the formula for creating positive, gentle kids content that has real viral potential. You've got the psychology, you've got the production steps. The only real question left is, what kind of story will you tell?